Welcome back, everybody, to Beyond Movies. We have just seen Thunderbolts from Marvel Studios. This is like the Suicide Squad sort of esque film. Would you say, Kyle? Their answer to that? Yeah. And yeah, we're just going to let you know what we think about it.
First things first, no spoilers at all in this. We won't be discussing that.
And we'll put up a little thing that says, spoilers.
No, you won't. I will be. Stop saying things are going to be added and then I have to fucking add them.
And then we're going to have a dolphin go across the screen right now.
Oh, great. That's good. Oh, look, there it goes.
Oh, fuck.
Right, anyways, we'll jump into it. So, our first thoughts of the film, it looked like, a Suicide Squad-esque film. It looks like, a lot of people say DC took a lot of pages from Marvel. This time it's kind of the other way around a little bit, which is fine. Great ideas can be taken from other projects and be changed, improved upon, or in some cases done worse. This time I feel like it did it in a very, very good way. It kind of fixed a lot of issues in Marvel, I found, especially with some of the most recent stuff and the way they're introducing characters.
I don't think many people are going to go see this, but the marketing's been great.
Yeah.
And it didn't lead you astray or all like that. I got exactly the film I thought we were going to get with this film. That's all you can really ask for. Like Kyle says, it sets some things right in the MCU. It sets some things straight, which I completely agree with him. I walked out of this not disappointed.
Cast, we all love the cast.
Yeah.
They're already established, so they were great, and it was nice to see them. So, even other characters that you wouldn't expect to reprise their roles. Notable mentions for me is definitely Sentry. He's first for the MCU. I don't know what's his actual name?
Bob Reynolds. All the actors.
The actor.
Lewis Pullman.
Lewis Pullman.
Kyle, you've got me here. You don't need Google.
Yes. I will just close that tab. Yeah. It was really nice to have this new character, introduced and really go into the depth with this character, because they don't really show it off in the marketing, but he's definitely one of the main characters there.
Yeah, he's definitely got, along with Yelena, definitely the most depth to him in this.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I think we were discussing before this, it was like, there's so many. I don't want to highlight just one relationship between two characters, because they do a great job of every character works well with every character, no matter which way you cut it. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people, when they saw this Thunderbolts team at first, were like, oh, that's not the classic Thunderbolts lineup. That's not the team I want to see. This is the team you want to see.
Yeah. Marvel seemed to be fixing a lot of things. There's a moment that happens near the very start of the film, and it
sends a message.
It sends a message, and it kind of just goes, right, this is where we're at now. I don't want to push ahead to something we'll talk about later, but the pacing definitely goes in with that as well. So it doesn't overly reintroduce these characters, because we already know who they are. If you don't know who they are, you get callbacks more than introductions. You get more of just sort of like a line here or a line there, not any heavy exposition, no flashback major things. There's a couple of scenes here and there, but nothing to the point of like, why am I watching this? For a Marvel fan, I already know what this past of this character is. Yeah, it just does a really good job of helping you know who these characters are if you don't.
It helps you know who they are if you've, let's say, if you don't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah. You don't know who John Walker is.
Not a lot of people did. I mean,
it had a decent viewing, but not everybody. It's like comic runs. Not everybody's going to read every comic run leading into certain things.
You can tell like there's a lot more effort put into their dialogue and writing, and it's definitely core to those characters. So that they don't change really anything. They just improve upon what's already established with the characters.
I don't think this is a spoiler, but it doesn't matter if you're former US soldier or making YouTube videos. It's like sometimes you just get that feeling of, am I enough? And I feel like that's what all of them are going through. That's where the relatability comes from.
I can't relate to it.
I've never killed anyone.
No, not that. When they first all meet, the interactions, the fight scenes, it's all really well.
And it's so many loud personalities trying to get on top of each other.
Yes.
That it works in a way like that that's really good. It's like, these people shouldn't work well together.
Yeah.
But because they're all trying to control the room and all trying to be in charge, it works so well together.
And they're not bad guys. They're not good guys. They're just people that have
Getting through life.
Yeah, just getting through it, just with these extraordinary abilities. It feels very grounded. All the characters, considering that they all,
Considering Sentry's in this film,
yeah,
one of the most powerful Marvel characters ever, this film still feels so grounded.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it's all dark and edgy and whatnot. But it does have darker elements to it. They are still very distinctive as characters. Not one of them blurs into the other.
Because the character stands out more than what they can do.
Yeah. There isn't too much heavy CGI, except for maybe Sentry, but you kind of need that for that character.
We're getting good quality action sequences that you can see. There's not too many quick cuts or all like that.
The choreography of this as well was fantastic. There's a certain, I'd say there's a good 2 standout scenes for me at least.
But I wouldn't say the action's the standout thing. From this
film. The action isn't the standout thing, but definitely when the action shows up, it's done very, very well. So that's what I'll say to that. Going on to the sort of the ending, there isn't too much there is action, but it's not really necessarily like a fight. It's just more of like these characters just getting
environmental action.
The environment. Yeah. I've some issues with the pacing with the film. The story is relatively good. I quite like it, especially for a comic book Marvel film. As a film, if I looked at it and had to sort of, rate it and grade it off of that, I'd say it's more of... It's got some issues. Pacing is definitely the number one thing. If you like a bit of action, this will be fine, and it's fun, and it does it very well. We say a lot on the channel when a film isn't all that great, it's not great as a film, we just say, well, at least it was fun and we had fun at the cinema.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that with this. I'm still saying it is a solid film. As a Marvel film, it's awesome.
As a film, it's great, and I think as a Marvel film, it's great. I think it can be rolled into one. I do agree with you about the pacing, but for me, it's like at the beginning of the film. While I'm loving every second of it, it's like, come on, are we moving on from this? Are we moving on from this?
This film, with what's happening around the MCU and what we've got with Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars coming up, it's got a lot of things it needs to sort of wrap up here. So like, we need to answer this, we need to answer that, we need to get this ready, we need to get that ready. That's more in the case of towards the end of the film.
Yeah. And
with its post-credit scene, which we'll talk about soon. But it just feels a little choppy, but it's fine because the stuff that they've given us is very exciting and gets me looking forward to the future. It's like, yes, I'm getting these characters more. They're very well, like, here, they're established. They're not going to be just sort of in the background. These are going to be the forefront of the characters. It's had to just jump to these things a little bit quicker than I would have liked. But what it's promising and what it's showing us is like, okay, I'm on board. I'm still on board. I just would have liked that Marvel gradual build up to it.
Look, I feel like it would take something truly terrible to get me out of the Marvel loop. I'm always going to be excited for upcoming projects, but this is one which I was really excited for, and coming out of this one, I'm so excited for the future more than ever. Even last year with Comic-Con announcements and stuff like that, I was like, all right, I'm excited now. But now I'm just like, all right, they've got a plan. They know what they're doing. I think this film knows exactly what it wants to be. And I would say the comedy of this film doesn't come from, here's something serious happening, but here's a joke. It's not like that at all. It's like, it's something serious happening, but nothing funny gets said. It's just you get a character, let's say, like all of them, like Red Guardian or John Walker, who will not tell a joke, but they'll deliver
a line
in like a funny way. It's not like unrealistic, I'm trying to make a joke. It's like, that character's that fucking stupid that they don't know what's going on.
The best way to sort of compare it to the dynamic between, say, Star-Lord and Iron Man.
Yes.
Trying to get what they want, and us as outsiders watching the film, we see it as like, it's a film and it's funny, these interactions and stuff. It's more of that. It's more of that goodness. It's instead of these throwaway jokes that will become unfunny as time goes on or forgettable or whatnot.
It's memorable interactions.
Yeah, it's interactions in the film, and it's the lines were delivered in the best way that in the best way of the character.
Yeah, because, I mean, look at the performers they've got in this. Wyatt Russell, all these lower budget films just delivering performance after performance.
Yeah.
So, look, I don't think this film's going to do big money. I don't think it's maybe going to hit 500 million. I think it'll do better than Brave New World.
But yeah, go see the film. We would recommend it. If you're not a Marvel fan, I would still recommend it, despite me saying it's not the strongest film. You can, it's still fun. The writing is amazing. The story is pretty solid. As a Marvel film, I would say absolutely go see it. It does all the things well. It has had to cut a few corners here and there, and the pacing is sacrificed because of that, but it's still great, and I still would recommend.
And one thing I'd love to say about it as well is you can tell it had time to really find its footing through the strikes and stuff like that, where there's no, Brave New World, it was like, oh, and it's like you can tell with reshoots, you can tell what are reshoots, and what was added later.
Like, subscribe,
show us to your mother.
Yeah,
all that fun stuff. And what do you think of my mustache?
It's terrible.
I quite enjoy it. I think I'm a rather sexy individual with it.
Yeah, okay.
You go on, mate.
Just don't be going to any rallies anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. You turn that camera off now.